Are you looking to advertise your small business? Then look no further. The PowerCast Network has over 12,000 hits per day to our channel. We have packages starting out at just $1 per day. That's right, you can advertise to an audience of over 12,000 each day for only $1. Give us a call at 815-290-9087 or drop me a line at info@braddrake.net. Are you looking for more Supermod content? Come join us on Patreon. Patreon.com/PowerCast Network. For just $5 a month, you can get access to YouTube ad-free shows, all Supermod updates, all Supermod spreadsheets. All of our shows are released early. There are bonus episodes and much more. Don't waste another minute, everybody. Head on over to Patreon.com/PowerCast Network. Welcome back, everybody, to the 1987 Supermod. I'm your host, Brad Drake, and this is the New Year Series. It's the World Wrestling Federation all month long for the month of January here in 2023. And the WWF tonight has traveled back across the country to California. And don't be put off by this, everybody. I'm kind of picking and choosing where we're running because the WWF really ran 3 shows a day. So I'm choosing to go back to the West Coast, just to do it. So that's how it goes. Although sometimes the WWF did just run crazy shows like that. So here we go, everybody. Tonight, we are going to be in San Francisco at the Cow Palace. The former AWA Stronghold. The Game, for some reason, has us in the Staples Center, but I'm going to take care of that in just a minute. All right, we are going to have no broadcasters for tonight, so we know we're good to go there. And now we are going to get the Cow Palace here, everybody. So we are going to reset this. It is reset. Here we are with California. There is the Cow Palace, and we have it booked. All right, let's take a look at our absent workers, and it's nothing but who we expect to be out. Technically, Paul Orndorff is back by this time. I will make the edit in the system, so we're good to go. And we have an incident with Tom Zank. Tom Zank has failed to show up for a meeting with a road agent. We are going to fine Tom Zank. Nothing came of it. Fair enough. Strongbow is working with Mario Mancini, true to life. And what did he give him some tips on? Psychology. Good man, that. All right. Let's take a look at our card here, everybody. And I only had to doctor one match, and unfortunately that was the main event, because they had Paul Orndorff in the main event against Ricky Steamboat. So we changed that and put in Randy Savage. Yeah, I'd say that we made a good decision, everybody. All right, let's run down our card. And again, it is not the greatest of cards, but it is the WWF card that they ran. We are going to have Frenchy Martin and Siva Afi. Debbie Combs is once again going to challenge the fabulous Moolah for the World Women's title. Jose Estrada is going to mix it up once again here with Scott Casey. And we just saw this, we saw this 2 shows ago. That's what I thought. In Fresno, we saw this one. Dusty Wolfe is going to once again battle Ravishing Rick Rude. Johnny V and Brutus Beefcake will once again wrestle. We're going to have Kenny Patera in there against the mighty Hercules. And we are going to have the Killer Bees against Demolition in our semi-main to keep their feud going strong. Remember, they were supposed to headline 2 shows ago, but Demolition was tired. And in our main event, everybody, we're going to have the Macho Man, Randy Savage, lock horns with Ricky, the Dragon Steamboat. You know what time it is, everybody. I know what time it is. Let's get to booking. Here we go. Martin versus Afi here in the opener. And this one is due to sell thousands of tickets on its own. I'm just kidding, everybody. So here is Frenchy Martin. And here is Siva Afi. And we are going to get the win to Afi here. He needs it. And he's going to get it. All right, that one is booked. Up next, we have Debbie Combs and the Fabulous Moolah. We're going to have these ladies go 12. Combs versus Moolah. Here we go. They, of course, are going to go for a regular match here. And here is Debbie Combs. And here is the Fabulous Moolah. And Fabulous Moolah doesn't seem to be too keen on losing. We'll try again here and see if she goes for it, but I doubt it. And what do we got here? Try to go for a count out. And, of course, Moolah is not going to go for it. So we are going to have Moolah win by count out, everybody. Save some face for Debbie Combs. That one is booked. And up next here, we're going to have Estrada at Casey. They're going to go 12 minutes. Now, see, I always thought that Scott Casey just did strictly enhancement matches, but we're learning that that wasn't the case. He actually was on the circuit and got some wins. Now, we know he was on the circuit. He was working a lot with Rick Rude, but apparently he was getting some wins too. We're going to leave this one open-ended because either one of these guys could use the win. And that one is also booked here. Up next, we have Dusty Wolfe, not Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Wolfe against Rick Rude. This one's going to go 12 minutes. Dusty Wolfe was a good wrestler. He just had very poor charisma, and he was in a good place here with the WWF where his skills went to good use to put other people over. Enhancement wrestlers had their purposes, everybody, no doubt. I am not a believer that they should be in the Hall of Fame. I know that's something that people talk about a lot now. I am pretty staunch against it, but they did have their purpose in wrestling, and we should take some time to recognize those who were the best at what they did as enhancement wrestlers. All right, here is Ravishing Rick Rude getting the win here over Dusty Wolfe, and I'm glad that we got that old Dusty Wolfe picture. You got to see that puffed up, potentially permed, potentially heavy hairspray, full-size lion's mane mullet on Dusty Rhodes. It's impressive. The Ravishing One is going to get the win there, everybody. Here we have Johnny V and Brutus Beefcake up next. They're going to go 14. And here's Johnny V versus Beefcake. We're going to leave this one open-ended. It doesn't matter to me who wins this one. We've had a lot of heel wins so far. We could use a babyface win here. But we could also, in this feud, use Johnny V getting a win. No way. Brutus Beefcake's getting the win. All right. Made that change of mind pretty quickly. There we go. The Beefer gets the win. And up next here we have Patera and Hercules. They are going to go 16. This should actually be a pretty good match, depending on the popularity of both wrestlers on the West Coast here, which could be anything. You just don't know in this save. All right, here is Kenny Patera, and here is Hercules. And since Patera is in a feud with the Heenan family, why don't we have this one go to a double DQ? Yeah, I kind of like that finish for this match. That one's booked. Neither man complains. Good stuff. Up next, the Killer Bees and Demolition, which should be an outstanding match. And I don't have to do that. I can plug both the teams in here. Here are the Killer Bees. And here is Demolition. All right, and we are going to have Demolition get the win here. And they're going to get the help, of course, by the devious one, Mr. Fuji. And here comes our big main event. We're going to have them go 30 minutes just because these two put on a wrestling display like no other. And we are going to have the Macho Man here, everybody. Randy Savage against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And We have Savage versus Steamboat. And we are going to have Ricky Steamboat get the win here. Macho Man's not going to complain at all. All right, here we go. We got some booking issues. Gilberto Roman is doing too much refereeing, so we'll get him changed out. Let's see if we have who the other referee is on the card. Joey Morella. Okay. So we'll have Joey Morella referee the main event. And we'll also have Joey Morella refereeing too much now, too. Yeah, he is. Okay, so we'll do this the right way. Let's have Corderas. Here is Corderas. Sorry about that temporarily distraction. Morella. And we don't need Morella again. No, just clicked on the wrong match. All right, so then we have Corderas again. And this one's good to go. All right, here we go, everybody. We have 2 hours and 20 minutes. Getting a heck of a show here in the Cow Palace. And let's get this one rolling. See how we do. All right, Siva Afi gets the win with that Superfly splash over Frenchy Martin. Red text the doom, but it's good for Siva to get himself a win here. Fabulous Moolah beats Debbie Combs by countout. She defends that World Women's title. 57 overall for these two ladies. And of course, we have some declining physical ability on the part of the fabulous Moolah. Here we go, Estrada versus Casey. And Casey gets the win with that Bulldog headlock. For those of you paying attention, yes, I made the change to his finish and got it corrected. So here we go, red text the doom for these two fellas, but I expect nothing less. All right, Dusty Wolfe and Rick Rude, 65 overall. Rick Rude wins with that Rude Awakening. Outstanding. And here we go, up next, Johnny V loses the Brutus Beefcake, who beats him with that sleeper hold. Might have seen some cutting and strutting here, everybody, at a 68 overall. And both Beefcakes continuing to improve in popularity. And we have Patera and Hercules, double disqualification. 75-66 gets us a 74. Now, the two main matches here, Hercules is fatigued, okay? The two main matches here should get us some credibility here, and they definitely do. Here goes our semi-main with an 89 overall. This is a pretty darn good feud going on here between Demolition and the Killer Bees. And good stuff. Demolition gets the win. Lots of green going on here, everybody. 96, 86, 84, 81. Nets us an 89. I'll take it. And let's make sure that Demolition is rested up and no longer fatigued. They are still fatigued. They had 2 days off. 2 days off in 1987. That's like 2 weeks off. I don't know. This game, it's just not set up for a touring schedule. It's set up for the matches and the cards to all be, it's set up for television companies. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's the way they built the game. But for those people like me that like to run a touring schedule, and I'm actually trying to run the real thing, and it's kind of difficult to do because everybody gets too tired. All right, up next here. Whoa, here we go. Here's a big main event, everybody. 96, 97, 92 gets us a 96 overall. Outstanding score, exactly what we were looking for here. And I'm surprised that these two don't have excellent chemistry together because they really did. And there we go, 96. That should help our overall score. Definitely does. Gets us a 92 and helps us get that gain in the region. Of course, as you know, we are still based heavily on what the main event does. And that's not going to change. I prefer it for the WWF, especially with these weaker cards that we have going. All right, so we have Steamboat and Savage getting some press here. And I'd like to give it, obviously I can't give it to the two tag teams that really deserve it. But let's point out Demolition Axe. That's not going to hurt anything to point him out individually. All right, so we have great performance, and actually I'm giving Axe great performance too. We're going to make that speech. Steamboat is once again happy. Randy Savage is pleased, and Demolition Axe is pleased. All right, it's going to take us back to the main screen here, everybody. And we are ready for tour date number 112, which I don't have laid out yet, but I'll go through and lay it out. It's no problem. All right, should we see if our main screen has loaded yet? It most likely has not. And it hasn't, but there we go, a profile there on Mr. T. All right, let's take a look here. Match of the Year candidate. Road Warriors over Choshu and Yatsu. Good stuff. Let's check out our incoming here. Jerry Allen is getting an offer from IWF. Good for him if he picks up some work there. I think really highly of Jerry Allen. I think the guy was very good. Good sized guy, great shape, good look. Good for him. Sherry Martel is officially all ours. And Axe and Smash, again, are tired. Did I ever tell you my brother and I, we got these, my parents got a fish tank. I think I was like 7, maybe 6. My brother Jeff was probably 9. And we got this little decent-sized fish tank, and there was a fish store down the street from us. Actually, there is one, after 20-some years of not having one, there's actually another pet store there, but I think it's going under now in the same spot. I drive by it every once in a while. But apparently, it wasn't even apparently, we bought some fish from this fish store, right? And we set up our tank, we put our fish in, and my brother and I, we had 2 fish of the same type. We named the 2 fish Axe and Smash. So I just thought I'd share that with you. Thought you'd get a little bit of a kick out of it. Who's Igor Volkov? Oh, take a look at him here. Oh, one of the Yukons, yeah. Yep, he was one of the Yukons. All right, let's check who wants more money. Ron Bass wants more money, and he wants to get paid $1,110 per appearance. We're going to give it to him, of course, because we can afford it. But that's a lot of money for the outlaw Ron Bass. However, reading Tito Santana's book and learning what these guys really made, it's probably not all that out of line, to be honest. All right, let's take a quick look around the game world here, see if anything catches our eye. NWA ran a small show at Brother Rice High School gym in the Great Lakes. How did this happen? Was that real? It had to have been. I put it in the game. They had Nikita Koloff over Bill Irwin, 82. That was probably like a spot show that they did, and they definitely would not have had this heavy of a card. Got a lot of big names on this card. This is actually a really good show for what it is. So, a women's cage match? Come on. That's a little too much. Having a hard time believing that one. I'm having a hard time keeping these alligators down when reading that. All right, that's going to do it for us, everybody, for this episode. Remember, if you want version 10 of the Supermod, you can get it on Patreon, patreon.com/PowerCast Network. And everybody, the Patreon page is a really good deal. $5. You can start the package for $5. Gets you access to not only the database and the picture pack, but also gets you access to all of our spreadsheets and all of our shows, YouTube ad-free early. That's right. You can check out all of our videos early, and we also have quite a few Patreon-only bonus episodes. Talk to the other people, everybody, that are on Patreon. They dig it, and I'm sure you will too. We are also, everybody, on Discord now. Check out the 1987 Supermod on Discord. A bunch of us are on there every day chatting and having a good time talking about wrestling and the 1987 Supermod. You can also check us out on social media, facebook.com/groups/1987 Supermod. You can also find us over on Reddit under the subreddit of TEW 2020 Friends. Last but not least, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hit that subscribe button. Drop us a message below. We'd love to have a conversation with you, and we thank you. And I thank everybody for your continued support for this channel. Take care, everybody. We'll see you back in action tomorrow.